So if you've seen my older unnarrated videos, you've seen this build before, but it was on a different variant of this same mech. So I moved it over to the hero mech, the Urbanmech K9, just so that I would get a 30% C-bill bonus. Other than that, the build is pretty much the same. You know, 4 extended range small lasers and a LB5 shotgun, basically. The 2 of the small lasers are now in the center torso instead of an arm, which means they have less range of motion, but they're also less likely to be blown off. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. But otherwise, the same build, and I'm just working on skilling up this mech so it'll perform as well as the other one. This is one of the earlier matches with this particular mech, or this variant. But we're doing domination, which means I have to run into the circle and contest the enemy team who is already in the circle. Being a very durable mech, you know, they gave this a bunch of extra armor, basically. I know that I can run in there and I can take a few hits. Not for too long, but, you know, a little bit. Enough for my team to walk into the circle. So, having done that job, I decide to go flanking. And with this setup, ideally I want to try to find a nice big target. You know, somebody who has a large, you know, torso or something that I can strip some armor off of and then try and, you know, core out their components. And that is a 100-ton Kodiak, so that's a great target. And my friend over there who's got ECM agrees, so we're both distracting this Kodiak. And when you're in a light mech, I mean, that's really one of the best things that you can do. You know, I'm using a very lightweight mech to take out or to distract one of their biggest guys so that he's not in the fight. You know, he's looking around for me and my buddy instead of shooting at our big slow-moving targets. And, you know, those big slow movers are the ones that he's really set up to take on. So anyway, I repositioned after they discovered where we were and took a shot at the spider because he was dumb enough to stand still. So that's just free damage for me. And I noticed that one of their guys has already self-destructed. It probably happened because this is a very hot map, and so if you overheat on a map like this, it's easy to get carried away and just blow yourself up. So I get a little cheeky about it, but I didn't know that they were actually going to kind of listen to me. At least some of them will. But really, this is you know, we're fighting on and around a volcano. And yes, by the way, I still have terrible aim. I don't know why we would fight around a volcano, but we are. And so, again, it's just even easier to overheat and kill yourself on this map. But so my team is moving around. They're doing the usual NASCAR dance. And so I'm moving up, and I want to check my right to make sure that nothing is going to shoot me in the back. And when I do that, I notice they have an AFK out there. At first I started to go for him, but then I just shot him once and decided, you know, it's good enough that I tagged him. That means if he dies later, that I will get a kill assist, even if I don't do anything else. So, you know, there's kind of 2 schools of thoughts about AFKs. You know, some people are saying, you know, pay their fair game. Personally, I hate it when my teammates are AFK, so I want to try to let them have a chance if their guys are AFK as well. So I leave them alone. And anyway, while I've been babbling, they've had 2 more people overheat. I really didn't think they were going to listen to me. But at this point, you know, we're at 4 and 2, but the situation is really even better than those numbers say because they've got an AFK as well. So we can just kind of go ham at this point, and we sort of do. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much steamroll them from here on out. So it's just a matter of trying to find the best kills and the best use of my mech. And so I see that the other side of the caldera is really where I want to be. That's the target-rich environment this time. And at first I'm only getting locks on the Jenner and the Spider. Those are both lightweight mechs that I don't really want to fight. So I see there's an assault here, and I want to go for him, but then someone starts shooting me to stop me. And I realize it's my old Kodiak buddy, who has been getting picked on for quite a while. So I decide to say thank you. And then I try to look for that Battle Master that I was shooting earlier. And this guy just takes way too long to turn around. I mean, I shoot him in the back multiple times. And I even have, you know, a teammate who joins me. Finally, the guy turns around. One of ours self-destruct, as you can see. But anyway, so that Battlemaster died after only losing one side torso, which means he was running an extra light engine, which is terrible on a really wide mech like that. But anyway, so their last guy did actually come back from being AFK, but he came back way too late. So one of his legs is open, so I'm going to try and blow that off because I know he's got missiles in his legs. Or he probably does. But everyone has the same idea. Everyone takes out his legs. He goes down very, very quickly. And when the end screen pops up, you'll see that I really don't do all that much damage. You know, I did a couple 100 points. That's it. But I still got 2 kills, still chopped off 4 components, and distracted, you know, some of their bigger mechs for a while. So even though it doesn't look like I did much, sometimes the numbers just aren't always telling the whole story in this game.